if you're looking to get a somewhat textured flow haircut with a center part, there's a number of things that you need to know, and I'm sorry about the half beard look here. Tell me which one you like better. But anyway, in order to get this type of haircut, there's a couple of things you need to know. Now, if you notice this mannequin here in particular, there's some texture going on in through here, meaning you may think it looks a bit wavy, or you're like, oh, how do you get this? Well, it's simple because I use products like my Tidal Wave sea salt spray. I'll maybe use my diffuser when I'm styling it and scrunching it on my blow dryer, my ionic blow dryer. And a lot of it comes down to the haircut as well. Depending on the flow haircut that you want. Now, years ago, I feel like I kind of helped make that haircut go somewhat viral and popular because the old school flow was the haircut that just swept across, like the Bieber haircut. That to me was the original flow haircut. Now, a flow haircut is just simply having layers and it just flows back. I mean, it's just, people are just using it in a different way. But I've been doing this haircut for so many years, and this was popular before every TikToker and their cat started talking about it. So the thing is that in order to have this haircut, you need to have the right hair length in front. Notice how, now watch this, see how this hair length looks right there? So you're probably thinking to yourself, oh yeah, it needs to be to my eye. Watch, when I pull this all the way down, look how long this hair is. It goes almost to the tip of the nose, and see how it's sprung back up? Watch this, boom. It's crazy, right? One more time, watch this. Boom, just springs right back up. What that tells you is that the hair, in order for it to be a middle part or center part, and to have any sort of flow to it and maintain length, like this haircut right through here, you have to have the hair long enough because the hair has to lift and then come back around and then showcase these layers and showcase the flow. So if your hair is not looking like this, or your hair is actually this long, and when you dry it, it shrinks up to here, well, you have to make sure that your hair is long enough. And that's probably the biggest issue that a lot of you have, is that you never would think that your hair needs to come down to the tip of your nose to have a hairstyle that comes to your eye. Well, yeah, because watch, it springs all the way up. And you see right in through here that curve or that wave right in through there. And because of that right there, that is what is creating, and you can even see from a side angle here, you could see right in through this area, it kind of goes up and around. Now watch, if I pull this straight down, look how long that hair is. So the way I styled this was, in order to have some sort of volume to it and to have that flow, you need to have the right hair length. Now, depending on your hair texture, if your hair texture is really, really straight, if you want to have any sort of shape to it, you have to get layers. Now, these layers also kind of match up with the, not as long as this, but almost, right? So this has some hair length to it. Let's bring this all the way down. Look how long this is. So if I were to bring this down, you could see that the layers are going to start around right in through here. Same thing throughout the entire head. And I've said this a million times. However short your layers are, that's where the hair is going to fall. So the shorter the hair on top, the shorter the layers are going to be, and it's going to be up here as far as the layers go. Maybe too short for you. And if I were to have longer or no layering, and the hair comes all the way down, like from here all the way down with no layers, it's going to be very, very heavy, and the chances of you having that flow type of look and that texture is going to be very, very slim, because when hair is one length, that's when it's at its maximum weight. So it's reducing volume. If you want a lot of texture, a lot of volume, then I would say kind of a medium length would be good as far as the layers go, because that allows you to have some length into here and have that texture and have the hair be able to flow back. Now, if you don't want to see any sort of waves, right, or texture like this, and you want to have the hair flowing back perfectly straight, then one, having perfectly straight hair helps. That's the first thing, is have perfectly straight hair. The next thing is you need to use your hands and rake it back when you're blow drying. So when your hair is damp, use the blow dryer, and you want to rake back like this. And then as the hair dries, it'll be back with that arch, and then you can push it forward. So you're going to have that arch regardless by blow drying it all back and then pushing these sides down a little bit like this. And that's how you're able to get that middle type of part flow haircut, which honestly for this haircut, flowing just means having layers that flow back like this. That's really all it is. If you want to purchase any of my products, you can use code YouTube20 at shop.thesalonguy.com. Let me know if you are wearing this haircut. Don't forget to like the video, leave some comments, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for more videos with The Salon Guy.